78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty ldbc. Y'all smash that like button and hit the subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, please share the video. Man, we got some news going on here, man. Devin the Dream Haney is doing everything in his power to make the best fights in boxing available. Haters gonna say whatever they want to say, but Devin Haney is going above and beyond to try to make the best fights out here, and nobody else in boxing is trying to do that. Devin Haney says to Shakur Stevenson, whenever you decide to come to my weight class, let's do it. I'll fight your brother Keyshawn for now. Okay? This is what he tells Shakur. You heard Devin Haney. He says, whenever you're ready to come to 147, let me know. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm finna fight your brother Keyshawn, right? Even though you still got YouTubers out here, content creators, making up lies that Devin is scared of Keyshawn. Y'all are doing everything in y'all power to try to give this perception that Devin, because he's hunting Shakur, that he must be running away from somebody else. If y'all don't shut up, that lame, fabricated storyline that y'all running with. I already know. I've seen this story before. I know what you're gonna do to Keyshawn. Devin steps in and he beats Keyshawn. Y'all, the first thing y'all gonna say is, "Oh, Keyshawn was outclassed. Keyshawn inexperienced. Well, Shakur beat Devin though, but Shakur," and that's why Devin is trying to skip all of that by just going to the guy who y'all really think is the best. Why play games? You're hoping that Devin loses to somebody else so that Shakur don't have to fight him. So Tank don't have to fight him. Your favorite fighter won't have to fight Devin Haney. And this is why y'all keep passing the buck, and it's pathetic that in this generation to see grown men act like scared little girls, straight up. Devin Haney also says, Shakur Stevenson, actually, he responded to Shakur. Shakur says, 144 is fair for two champions in two separate weight classes. Floyd and Canelo made one of the biggest fights ever happen at a catchweight. If y'all seriously want to fight, it would be easy to make. Y'all fought Jose Ramirez at the weight. Let's go. 2 fights ago, he said, y'all fight Jose Ramirez, which is true, but that's when Devin Haney first got to 147. So he was getting acclimated to the weight. He fought at 144. So now, Devin Haney responds to Shakur Stevenson by saying, if I come to 144, we have a fight. Shakur Stevenson responds to that by saying, yes, I thought I had that screenshot. That's diabolical. I ain't got that. But Shakur Stevenson responds to that by saying yes. So we'll see what happens here. However, now I'm just being, me personally, I don't think Devin should go to 144. Because when Devin beats Shakur, I want to know that this was the best Devin Haney. If Shakur beats Devin, I want to know this was the best Devin Haney. I don't want to have any excuses. I don't want to have no. Now, 145, 146, that's more realistic to me. The fight should just be at 147, to be honest with you. Now, I understand the argument. Some people say, well, look, Shakur just moved up to 140, and people are always trying to, now y'all trying to get him to go up to 147 and fight Devin. No, bro, it's not that. Devin versus Shakur is a fight that has been talked about for a long time. Shakur Stevenson has called Devin Haney out and denied it, being two-faced and all that kind of stuff when Devin's at 135. Shakur wanted Devin to stay at 135 when he knew, everybody knew, Devin had outgrew 135. Shakur tried to jump on Devin and make him stay at 135 when he knew Devin was going to be weight drained. The video's still on YouTube. He knew Devin was going to be weight drained, but he also knew that would give him an advantage because Devin wouldn't be at his best. Right? Shakur is on YouTube saying, on an interview, rubbing his hands together like Birdman. Man, if he stay at 135 and fight me, man, he going to be drained. He said that like he was excited. Now, y'all can make any excuse y'all want to make for that, but we saw it ourselves. It's still on YouTube. You can't get around it. I saw the excitement in his face. I saw him rubbing his hands together like Birdman. The thought that he can have an advantage over Devin Haney being weight drained, that excited Shakur. The video is on YouTube, right? So now, Devin moves to 140 and fights Regis Prograis in one of Devin's best performances ever, wins the 140-pound title for the WBC. Shakur doesn't move up to fight Devin at 140. No, not at all. Shakur doesn't move up to fight Devin at 140. Devin moves on to fight Ryan Garcia, who also cheated Devin Haney, took juice, took performance enhancement drugs, and came in heavy. Immediately after the fight, right before the fight, Shakur Stevenson was asking Ryan Garcia, if you win, I want to fight you. I'll come up to fight you at 140. The videos are still on the internet. Shakur was telling Ryan, I will move up to fight you at 140 if you beat Devin Haney. Right? After the fight, after Ryan cheated Devin Haney, and before we knew that Ryan had cheated and took the juice, Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis both was on a live stream. Matter of fact, I take that back. They might have known that Ryan had popped dirty already. They might have. I can't remember. But I know those videos are still online. Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis were both on the podcast. Well, not podcast, but a FaceTime live stream or whatever with Ryan Garcia. All right? And Ryan was being called out by both of them. Both of them were willing to go up and wait and fight Ryan Garcia. Both of them. Especially Shakur. Oh, I'll fight you. Oh, fight you. I'll fight you. I'll fight you. Right? Then, of course, Devin Haney moves up the weight, and he goes up. And he wants to go to campaign at 147. So he has a transition fight. First fight at 147 to test out the weight. He fights Jose Ramirez. The fight that everybody claimed he looked so horrible in. Oh, he's running. He's not the same fighter. He's running. Everybody was so mad that he didn't stand there and let this guy pound on him. They were so mad, right? So he outboxes Jose Ramirez, wins every round. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Then he puts a list out. Do I still got that list up here? Let me see. I don't think I got it no more. I used to have that list up here. The hit list. Yeah, I don't got it up here no more. Devin Haney used to have a hit list, right? And he put the hit list out here online on the guys he wanted to fight. He called out all the welterweight champions. He called out every champion around the welterweight division. Right? He had Shakur Stevenson name on there. He had Tank Davis name on there. Right? He had Brian Norman Jr. name on there. He had Jerron Boots Ennis name on there. Everybody said the list was cap. Oh, that's cap. They ain't trying to fight them people for real. That's cap. No way. Man, Bill's stupid. Bill gonna get his son hurt. Bill gonna get his son beat. Bill's not that smart. Why would they go after Boots? Why would they go after Brian Norman? Devin don't have a chin. But man, Bill gonna get his son hurt. Finally, Brian Norman is the only one who raises his hand to fight Devin Haney. And then what do you got to deal with then? Then you hear people talking about, oh, this fight ain't real. Devin gonna pull out the fight. I've been hearing through the grapevine, Devin gonna pull out the fight. He's scared. He don't really want to fight. Turkey is making him fight, even though Turkey said something else. Turkey said, one thing about Devin Haney is you got to respect him because he'll fight anybody. But the ninjas on YouTube want to push a different agenda. The ninjas, the social media commentary want to push an agenda that Devin was, even though he's fighting Brian Norman, he's finna get knocked out and he really don't want to fight. He's being forced into this. But that's what all the content creators were saying, except for a couple of us in the LDBC. Everybody else was going with this other narrative. Then Devin goes in there and he beats Brian Norman easily, embarrasses him, gets Brian Norman Sr. fired. Shakur Stevenson goes up to 140 pounds to fight Teofimo Lopez, but he didn't go up to 140 pounds to fight Devin Haney, right? So Shakur is always looking for some type of weird weight advantage or some type of something weird with Devin Haney. he respects Devin Haney's skill set so much that he is not going to allow Devin Haney to be on even playing field when they fight. He needs to believe that Devin is at somehow at a disadvantage for Shakur to feel comfortable. And that's his facts. Shakur is an excellent fighter, one of the pound-for-pound best boxers in the world. So is Devin Haney. Shakur understands this. And Haney-Stevenson wants to make sure that he has an advantage. Now listen, Shakur has been jealous of Devin. I've been saying this. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. He has been jealous of Devin. So has Keyshawn. For years, they've been jealous of Devin. Jealous of Devin's father and how Bill raised Devin. That Devin had to find the things in life, and these dudes don't even know their daddies. You know what I'm saying? They got to listen to stories from their mama. You know, your daddy was a bad boy. You know, Papa was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat was a high. Yeah. They got to listen to stories like that because they ain't got no eyes on Pops in real life. Shakur think Big Pun his daddy. My mama said I'm Puerto Rican. My mama said, bro, be quiet. You don't know who your daddy is, bro. You ain't got no DNA test. Show me the DNA test. You just out here just saying anything. But my point is this. They jealous of Devin and Bill's relationship. Right? Everything Devin doing, Shakur trying to model his career after that. Shakur went and he was with Top Rank, the man that went and signed with the Zone. Signed with Eddie Hearn. Chasing after Devin. Everybody has something to say about Devin and them and snack vitamins. The snack. Shakur go and sign with snack. Like Devin. Whatever Devin do, Shakur is right there behind him, trying to do it. I just wish Shakur would become undisputed at some point, like Devin did. If you're going to follow Dev, I think undisputed would be super dope. But you ain't going to do that because you don't want to pay no sanctioning fees and all that kind of stuff, whatever that propaganda is y'all got going on. Devin stood in the pocket and showed this generation of fighters that you can do that. Right? So I would love to see Devin Haney versus Haney-Stevenson. That's the fight I actually want. Devin versus Shakur. But the fact that even now they look like we might get that fight, the fact that we have content creators and comment section weirdos saying stuff like Devin's afraid of Keyshawn. Devin's picking on Shakur because he's afraid of Keyshawn, as if Keyshawn is better than Shakur. What are we doing now? Are we that desperate to smear Devin Haney that now we criticizing him for going for the bigger fight? Oh, yeah, Devin's scared of Keyshawn. Devin just said 100 million times he'll fight Keyshawn Davis. He want to fight Keyshawn. Keyshawn is the one himself said out of his own mouth. I heard him and y'all heard him. So y'all can keep these little fake narratives y'all got go. He said himself that he talked to Devin Haney about the fight. He talked to Lamont Roach, and he said Top Rank wanted him to fight Lemire Albright. Top Rank wanted him, and they got the fight. So how the hell is Devin scared of him? Well, he just told you what really happened, but y'all want to ignore that because y'all secret Haney haters. Either you're a Tank Davis D rider or a Haney-Stevenson D rider, or you just ain't got no daddy and you hate Bill. Whatever the case is, y'all got some issues that y'all need to get some therapy about. Hopefully, y'all fix those issues. You feel me? But I want to see the fight. If Devin Haney concedes and goes down and he gives in and let Shakur get the 144 catch weight, I would be a little upset, but at the same time, I still would want to see the fight. You know what I'm saying? But, I just don't want to – I don't want Dev to – he's always going above and beyond to make the best fights, right? He's always giving in to stuff, right? And that's what happened with Ryan. He gave in to this and that, and everybody laughed at Devin for getting out-negotiated. Oh, man, they let Ryan drag him. Man, I would have never agreed to this. I would have never agreed to that. But Devin is the only one trying to make fights, though. Yeah, he could have shut down the Ryan Garcia fight as soon as Ryan missed weight. He could have shut that down, but he didn't. And because of that, he got cheated, and then he got criticized and crucified by boxing fans and media to this day. A man who got up from every single knockdown, got up. A juicy left hook by Ryan Garcia. Devin got up every single time. Kept his head on his shoulders, came back to fight. And y'all clowned it, brother. Listen, man, make sure y'all tune in to LDBC Fitness coming soon. It's coming up soon on my Patreon, patreon.com/78 Sports TV. Go ahead and sign up to that. Make sure you also check me out on Rumble, 78 Sports TV on Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. And get your tickets. Please get your tickets to the LDBC meet and greet that will take place in Milwaukee, August 8th and 9th this year. Tickets to that will be in the description and in the chat, pinned in the chat. If you're coming, I would appreciate you getting your tickets now so we can start planning events and things of that nature. But appreciate y'all for joining me. Shout out to young Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson if the fight gets made. Shout out to Keyshawn if the fight gets made with Keyshawn. I want to see all these fights, bro. I would love for Devin to fight Keyshawn. I would love for Devin to fight Shakur. I don't care. I like the Shakur fight more because Shakur is a better name and he's a pound-for-pound fighter. And I know that y'all can't twist that one. I know what y'all gonna do when Devin beat Keyshawn. Y'all gonna immediately dismiss Keyshawn as being inexperienced. Oh, he only had 15 fights. Devin love picking on guys who ain't got no experience. Y'all gonna make up all kind of cap. That's all y'all gonna do, and y'all know that's what y'all gonna do. Y'all bigged up Brian Norman Jr. Y'all act like Brian Norman was, and I like Brian Norman, so no disrespect. But y'all act like Brian Norman Jr. was the greatest thing since sliced bread. He finna knock out Devin Haney. Haney fans finna be crying. All in my comment section, y'all was talking crazy, bro. To the point where I didn't even want to argue with y'all. Y'all was talking so crazy where it was getting personal. Devin stepped on him, and then all of a sudden, the argument immediately shifted to Brian Norman wasn't that good. Devin picking on a guy who's inexperienced. And y'all finna do the same exact thing, if not worse, to Keyshawn Davis. That's what y'all gonna do. I already know it. Y'all know it. I know it. 78 Sports TV. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash that like button. Share the video, y'all. Check your boy out on Patreon. Patreon.com/78 Sports TV. Come on through. Get some of that good game. You dig? And if you into them Bulldogs, Patreon.com/Game Dog Talk. I got 2 different Patreons. One for the Bulldogs. Patreon.com/Game Dog Talk. Patreon.com/78 Sports TV for all of the good game. We're part of here, though. Deuces.